What's up? You already know what it is. It's your boy Prince Tyrant, and you now watching High and Tight Productions, Raw Thoughts.
What up? It's your boy Josh, Jordon on Stupid Hoes. You know what it is. Here with my boy.
Bait from Maryland, rapper, full artist, producer, everything for real, you know what I'm saying? My dog's here today, way back in the day.
You already know how it is, how we used to get down back in the day,
Right.
bro. That's
Let him
my
know,
boy,
man.
bro. That's my boy.
Give him a little history, Josh.
You know what I'm saying? So one of my good dogs, Eric, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Eric, shout out to E. You know what I'm saying? You other. But yeah, so like when I moved to private school, I became friends with Eric, and this is Eric's homeboy from way back when they was kids, and we linked up, and we automatically just like, bro, we just connected like that, like, you know what I'm saying, like pause, but like, you know what I'm saying, like you know what I'm saying, we just like, we cool together, bro, like, we just get along, you know what I'm saying, we just been tight ever since, like, even when this man, he was out in Maryland, doing his thing, we stay connected, you know what I'm saying, we fuck with each other, like, yeah, that's what it is.
It's my brother from another mother.
Yeah, back in my hooping days, you know what I'm saying?
Stamp.
Retire.
Oh yeah, we got it behind us.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's start from the beginning. Like, what made you get into rap music?
So first starting out, for real, when I was young, my mother, for real, she wouldn't let me like hear cuss words and the music and like listen to rap like that.
Right.
So it really started out with me like trying to play the beats in my heads and trying to make up little freestyles to them and make my own little words. My boy Eric, like we introduced before, me and him when we was young, back in like 6th, 7th grade, we used to write raps and everything like that.
True.
And we actually went to a little studio down Charlotte one time, made this little song. It was on the CD. Who knows where that joint at? But I ended up starting to focus on basketball. Like Josh said, me and him used to hoop together back in the day in high school. I was focusing on that for a little bit. Really was locked in. I played in college too, but ended up wasn't really rocking with it like that. And I just decided I wanted to really stick with my music because that was really my first love and my true passion for real.
Right. That's kind of crazy how you started off, because I used to do music back in the day too. That's how I started off. But I always hear like people, parents say that would let them hear like the words. But hey, shout out to my mama, because hey, I had all the uncensored versions of everything, and hey, that's just how I just came up. That's how I heard everything, so, like, bro. So, I mean, I was growing up listening to G-Unit, State Property, all that, like. But it ain't phased me though. Like, I think you play that. Yeah, it just you know what I'm saying. It's just something in the back of my mind. It made me love music even more. So I can see where you're coming from with that. So like, that's what's up.
Hey, so tell us a little bit more about this thing that you got coming up. So probably around the time that we drop this video, it's probably gonna be already out or about to be out.
So I got an EP coming up called the Cookbook 2 EP. A lot of songs that's just from it's really gonna be 4 songs that I really just had fun on. I drop a lot of like little serious songs and things like that. So I really want to drop something that I'm really just having some fun on for real. And it's just, my sound's always been unique, but I just want something people can really pop to a little bit more and just, you know what I'm saying, have some fun with.
Right.
Yeah. The cover was also done, shout out Grady, cover done by Grady, production done by my boy Kevin, engineering done by Bezzy. So good artists coming up, upcoming people as well too. Also got a shirt on the cover by my man right here, Mo, the Cream Don on Instagram, Cream Mod Worldwide. So go get y'all some of that, check that out too as well.
Right.
Hey, bro. Hey, knowing you and how goofy you are as a person, bro, it's like it's really dope to see you lock in and be serious about something, cause like there have been times where I'll leave and I'll come back and my man's here, he got shit all over the place. He writing some raps down on one side, he listening to freestyles over here, he looking at different ways or different like, things that he could do to clean up his mixes and shit, all these little incremental things. And I think it's really dope that like you can separate the two, like, how there is time to have fun and how there is like time to just lock in. So can you talk a little bit about that, like how you do it?
Really, it's just all out of passion. Like, it's nothing like I ever like think like, yo, I need to work more on this or work more on that. It just all comes with it. Obviously, writing raps, I'll be like, man, I want to figure out how I can make these beats better as well too. So I start listening to beats, and sometimes I gotta figure out a better way to like organize it better. Pretty much like focus more on the raps this time, focus more on the beats. But it's all out of passion for I just love working. I love working on that shit.
I can feel that.
He does everything, like everything, which is dope. Like, that's that's not easy to come by. That somebody literally creates their whole sound. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you stayed in Charlotte sometimes, you stayed in Greensboro sometimes, you stayed in, you know, Maryland sometimes. How has both of these like cities and states influenced you to, you know, like get better? Like, who has influenced you from these places?
That's a very interesting question. Like, all of these places honestly have influenced me a lot. I definitely say that DMV probably influences mostly like my slang and just kind of the way I carry myself the most, but I still have picked up different slang from down here, different flows and different styles from different people down here. I always say my sound is unique, but just being real as an artist, you always pick up from other artists and different things to add to your own sound and make it more better and more smooth. So definitely picked up a lot from each place. I wish I had a little more specifics.
Yeah, nah, I feel it.
nah, yeah, that's dope.
Who are your influences now?
My influences now, I definitely stay towards uniqueness. There's not really like a sound I really would say I like base my sound off of or anything like that, but I really my biggest two influences, if people gonna think this is funny, but it's definitely gonna be Tyler and Kanye, just because of their uniqueness.
Right.
And they always motivate me to always remember, no matter what I'm doing with my music, make it myself and make it my own. Like, I'll never give a fuck about what. I'm gonna always take criticism well and things like that, because you gotta listen to people to get better. But at the same time, I never take into account too much of who's listening and how much people are listening. I'm always put out what I want to and do what's good for me.
Facts. Where you see yourself in the next 5-10 years?
In my most humblest opinion, I think I'm gonna be top 5. I think I'm a generational talent. I think I'm very unique. I think my bars are unique. My flows are unique. I'm very versatile. I'm doing everything, and I'm not the best yet, but I'm getting better. Right. And I just love doing it. I love doing it so much that when I get in the studio, literally when I went up there for one day. I was only able to get in the studio for one day around Thanksgiving. Got 11 songs out the way, and I wasn't even thinking about it. Like, I just did them jumps, and it's like I know this is what I'm going to do. So it's just a matter of time, just still getting things out, just getting better and just letting more people hear me. I know I gotta do better promoting myself, but I definitely think I'm going to be top 5.
The friend zone, where you don't get to bone, and she leaves you all alone, stuck looking at your phone. Now you all up in the zone. You wanna go handle that chrome, put it to your head, put it to your dome. It's over for her. Shoot yourself, nigga, you dead. Yeah, that bitch left you on red. She don't wanna give you no butt. She don't want to let you all up in her guts. Nigga, she don't get no fucks. She got other niggas that's trying to see what's up.
So like with all the recent thing that's going on with the, you know, the new artists and the, you know, dying of the opioids and the pills and, you know, the drugs, just the drugs overall, where is your stand on it, and what do you feel like will be your message to like the young artists that want to, you know, have a message for the kids that's watching them, and also the kids out there? Like, what you gotta say about this whole epidemic going on right now?
In my opinion, I know it's very tough for some people because you never really know what people are going through. Right. And so I know it's very tough for some people to deal with things on their own. And they'll turn to certain things to get by and suppress certain things. And even some people just like to have fun and they end up finding themselves hooked. But seeing men that I've known, how they've gotten hooked on it so fast. Several people I've known have died, got paralyzed off of being off opioids and things while driving and doing things. I personally think you should let that shit go. I'm not gonna lie, let that shit rock. Right. Like, fuck no. Like, I've seen too many people get hooked so fast. Like, I literally had a man, he started popping them jumps like, it was like, after the first day he was popping them, it took like a week or two, and I promise you on a daily, he was like, it was almost daily, like every other day he was like, yeah, I'm off a perk. So it's like, yeah, fuck that shit. Leave that shit alone. I know it's not for the people that's already on it. I know it ain't easy, but try to get some help if you can. I'm not here to be nobody's mentor, you know what I'm saying, or father, but I definitely recommend putting them shits down for sure.
Hey man, you gotta, you know, it's a lot of things going on, especially like, now that, you know, Juice WRLD has passed away, they've been calling him like a legend. How do you feel about this legend argument that's going on? Like, cause with me, like, it's kind of funny how they was like, you know, when we were younger, like, in the 90s, that generation kept pushing, you know, Pac and Biggie as legends. And it's like, you think about it, like, nobody older has said that, you know what I'm saying? Like, they old heads wasn't saying that, like, they were saying that. So it's like, now, it's like, me personally, I wouldn't say legend right now, but I know, like, in a couple years, like, maybe if his music stands for a couple more years, like, if I'm still listening to it and I still hear it around, then maybe I might give him that status. But, like, as far as, like, you know, right now, I wouldn't really say he's legend status, but I mean, other people can say that. What do you feel about that?
Being real, like, I never was really a big Juice listener before he died, so I'm gonna let that on the table off rip. Like, but after I heard about his passing, I did watch a couple more of his videos, listen to a couple of his songs, and he really spit some real shit, and like, he was really spitting some shit that's from the heart. It really makes you think, like, damn, like, he was really going through some deep stuff. He has crazy bars. His freestyles off the top, definitely one of the best I've heard. Like, it's crazy when you realize how long this dude can keep going freestyling. So, like you said, maybe not now at this point. It might take, like, if his music stands and he still is getting that recognition and that support. But I definitely do think he does have the chance to have a legendary status. And I think to other artists that work with him, they probably give him that legendary status because they probably seen things in the studio that we haven't even seen. And he's done some stuff, some music that he has, that's probably like, damn, that's crazy. And that's probably why they give him that status. But for the majority, I think, like you said, if his music keeps standing, people keep supporting, I think he could get that status for real.
How you feel about that, Josh?
See, my thing is, I feel like you have to do more in the music game to be considered a legend, bro. Like, I feel like people just throw out that word legend, like, it doesn't mean anything. Like, when I think of legend, like, in terms of putting it in, like, basketball, like, Michael Jordan is a legend. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's one of the greatest of the greats. Like, you know, LeBron James will end up as a legend. Like, everybody in history will talk about these people. Like, in 50 years, are we going to be talking about Juice WRLD? Because, like, we 30 years away from when Pac and Biggie died, and we still talk about them.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a legend to me. Like, you know, who has an impact on a huge amount, like, on a large mass, like, you know what I'm saying? That's, like, cultural. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Pac and Biggie are cultural. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't consider X and Juice WRLD and whoever, Lil Peep, like I don't consider, like, more. Out of any of those people, I would say Mac Miller would be the most of a legend to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because Mac was a big part of my childhood. You know what I'm saying? So, well, maybe not my childhood, but my youth. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like,
yeah, because I mean, you say Mac, I say Mac, and Nip too. Like,
yeah, Nip, yeah,
so,
like Nip too.
So it's just like, hey, it's all about what you've been doing, how you gonna come further. I know you got, you know, your legacy just has to live on to call you a legend.
Right.
But
and I don't mean to take anything away from him.
Right.
Like, you know, rest in peace to him. You know, condolences to his family and shit. But, like, and I listen to his music. It's not any of that, like, no shade shit. It's just like I have a different level of, like, you know, of, I guess, like, necessities, or, like, I guess, like, wants or requirements when I'm looking for somebody to be considered, like, a legend to me, I guess. So.
And the future is here with us. You know what I'm saying? You got Bake in the building.
Yeah.
And it's your boy Prince Tyron.
JOSH, John on Stupid Hoes.
And tell them your social media too, bro. You gotta make sure. Right. Tell them where to follow you, where can we listen to the new tape, you know what I'm saying, and all the old stuff too.
So everything, most of my music is on SoundCloud. Follow me on Instagram. You can get my SoundCloud in the bio. It's at YA 4 I's 4 G's. YAD 4 I's 4 G's. My fault. The Cookbook 2 EP gonna be dropping on everything: Apple Music, Spotify, probably Tidal as well too, and obviously on SoundCloud. It'll probably be on SoundCloud first and then drop on those. If not the same day, like a couple days later on everything else. And yeah, I really mainly post on Instagram. Stay tuned. I'm gonna be dropping this EP. Definitely gonna be dropping a tape, full project on my birthday. It's been about 1.5 years since I dropped the project, so I'm definitely gonna drop a full project on my birthday. More singles coming, got some videos coming, a couple more videos. So you can also check out my videographer, Elijah's View. He got a link in his bio as well too, and you can check out my videos there too. I got 2 videos out right now, Pages and Clan. So definitely check those out. Great videographer. And shout out, like I said, my whole team. Shout out Bezzy. Shout out Mo with the clothes. Shout out my boy Prince KK. And shout out Grady too with the cover arts, man. Real artists out here, for real.
Alright, bet. Remember to hit that subscribe button.
Yeah. Hey.
And subscribe to my boys, man. They dropping great content. That's on my mother.
Yeah.
Wait. Quit smoking dick.
ask me. Bitch, don't even ask what that cash be. Bobby Brown money, got that pussy looking Lashley.